everyone, and welcome back to Space or Bust Mission 3. Last time we were just taking off from the surface of the Minmus' South Pole, and we were going to fly up to a new set of terrain to continue our mission of mapping out and exploring the surface of Kerbin's next closest neighbor. Let's see, a little dinking around as I correct our flight path. I always have such a difficult time figuring out the flight fall on the when I'm near the poles. But it looks like I got things figured out, and as soon as we hit our apoapsis, we'll burn to bring us onto a new course that'll land us near that second set of flats near the equator. And that looks pretty good. That should cross right over the top of them. From there we can go down in the flats and up in the mountains and see what lies up there. Oh, that is freaky. you can see the planet rotating underneath us as we pass over the pole. Oh, that's weirding my eyes out. Anyway, Jerkin tries once more to contact Mission Command. Still no success. He is still completely on his own. Luckily, he has a capable ship underneath him. Let's see, we're getting... Okay, looks like we're coming up on our target. Yep. So let's get ready to do one final burn. I think this will be pretty much it for our fuel supplies, or darn near it. We'll have to, we'll have to land and evaluate from there. And full burn to halt our lateral movement, and then once more stair step down onto the ground. This is actually becoming kind of old hat. We've flown this profile a few times. Minmus is a lot of fun to explore. I think it's really easy. Once you get here, the hardest part is just getting into orbit around Minmus because of the inclination. Once you're here, you can do so much with just so little. I mean, a moon lander has been able to survey close to a dozen sites already. Okay, and bringing her down gently for one final touchdown. And here we slowly are. There's our shadow. And touchdown. Booped around again, and once again we're on a side grade. Although not as bad as usual. Yeah, just in desperation. Yep. It's a futile effort. We'll just have to wait until we clear Minmus, I think, before we can get a transmission off. Alright, once more, we know the drill. Go through all of our reports. And then we'll look at all those stops we got in just one ship, one flight. Record breaking, I'm sure. Okay, now we'll go ahead and explore the surrounding area a little bit. And this still counts as the lowlands, but yeah, it looks pretty far up to me. It's some kind of plateau. Whatever, game, lowlands it is. Let's go take a look around, see what else we can find. Yeah, I was talking about in my last episode that it's easier to explore Minmus with just your EVA pack and not bother bringing a rover. And I was thinking, maybe the next time we come here, I'll build a rover, a flying car, basically. Build a rover that uses RCS instead of wheels. And we'll hop around with that. We could probably extend our range quite a bit. Okay, and whoops, we forgot we already used our flag and didn't grab a spare. Oh well. But this is the Midlands, not the Lowlands, even though they're lower than the Lowlands. The game's a work in progress. There's still some bugs to work out. Let's go ahead and stow our samples and report on board one more time. And let's see, fuel we got left. That's weird. I noticed the RCS fuel in the capsule's been going down. I wonder if was an intended feature that didn't work. That Jerkin's refueling his EVA pack off of that every time. Okay, fly down to the flats and we'll see where this is. And I think that'll just about wrap up our mission. Whee! Bring ourselves down, and there we are. Okay, let's see, where are we at? The slopes. No, this is not the slopes. Let's fly a little farther in. Maybe there's some overlap between biomes. I'm a little curious to know how they map these out in game. Alright, the Greater Flats. Okay, that is a new one. No lime pudding in sight. What's so great about them? Jerkin Kerman. He's got a one-track mind, all about the snacks, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead. Suborbital back. We've seen this enough times. There we go. Cut forward. And whoops. Ah, nice flying. Oof, sailing right by his ship. Okay, that's board. Oh, do we have enough fuel for one more hop? 215 Delta V left in the tanks. Oh, we could probably get somewhere else. But if we screw up, you know what? Discretion's a better part of valor. Let's finish topping up the fuel tanks in the recovery module, or the return module. And I don't know why I'm worrying about balancing the fuel load. There we are. Okay, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Whoa! I forgot to turn on the SAS again. I'm gonna kill somebody doing that one of these days. Now the acceleration on this little guy isn't quite as impressive as the last model was with the LV909, but the total delta V went up by about 300 or 400 meters per second, so it was a trip. Whoa! I think I burned a little more than I meant to. Whoops. Well, we're certainly clear of the planet, and we've still got about 7 days of snacks left on board. Alright, and Kerbin has cleared the horizon, and we still can't get a signal off. It's been kind of the theme for this mission. Alright, well, I'm not going to bother circularizing, since our ultimate goal is to just leave anyway. So let's go ahead and plan our escape route. This wonky, highly elliptic suborbital trajectory is going to make it interesting. Okay, and I've been far too conservative the last few returns. Oh, the moon gets in the way. Oh, for Pete's sakes. There we go. Actually, looks like if we delay a little bit, it's better than if we don't. Anyway, I've been far too conservative on my re-entry profiles. I've paranoia about deadly re-entry. And I've got a pretty good success rate at not killing Kerbals. I'd like to keep that. But I'm not going deep enough. So I think we're going to bring our periaps, our Kerbin parakeet, I guess would be the term for it. Bring our parakeet down under 30 kilometers and see if that gives us enough drag on the space frame without burning us up or breaking anything when we hit the thick part of the atmosphere. Okay, and alright, let's see if we can contact mission control. And we have got contact. They signal a relief at finally, after in Kerbal days, almost 3 weeks of no contact from Jerkin, and they finally hear from him again. Mission control is ecstatic to find out that they didn't lose their vehicle. Oh, they're curious to know what the heck he's been up to, and he just grins and says, read my report when I land. But that's it. We've got communications again. We're on our way home. There's not much left to do except just write it. Oh, and then we glitched through the transition, so let's burn a little bit to bring our peri-ups back down or back up. Not much left to do except sail back to Kerbin. All right, now we've got all this fuel left on board, and we're coming in at over 3 kilometers a second. I'm thinking it would be prudent to go ahead and fire off that main engine and just burn what's left in the tank. It's not going to do us any more good anyway, and we might as well take some of the strain off the heat shield. Like I said, haven't lost anyone yet. Let's not start today. That 48.7 will generate a lot of delta V, but it takes its time doing it. Yeah, it took us about 30 seconds to burn through half a tank of fuel. But that's it for the service stage. Let's kick it off and ride the atmosphere down to glory, I guess. I'm really curious to see how much science I did wind up getting on this mission. I know we have a lot of reports and samples stored on board, but I never bothered to tabulate them. Hey, and we are not going to go sailing through the far side of the atmosphere again like we have on our previous 2 missions. And it's going to be another nighttime landing. I wish I could time these a little better so more stuff would happen in the day. Anyway, chutes deployed, and we're definitely terminal. Splashdown imminent. But yeah, I hate it when I have to record at night because no one can see nothing. But I guess if you squint just right, you can see the water rushing up to greet us. And chutes fully deployed. We are safe and sound. Everybody's happy, especially Jerkin. He's probably gonna have a lot of land masses on Minmus named after him. Oh, weird. That antenna's more buoyant than it is heavy. Anyway, let's look at our science report and see what we came up with. Holy, 1,650 science and change. That's going to make a big difference in our space program. Anyway, Waffles 2 signing out. See everyone next time. Ciao.